As I said in the first video, this song, these words are remarkable. In the first video, it was all about how Jesus was born for everyone, just like everybody else is born. Jesus was born, but he was born so that he was for everyone, not just for this selected few, but for everyone. And in this wonderful song, um, that idea of Jesus was born for everyone who was born, who's been born, it's expanded to this image of table. That everybody has a place at the table. What does that mean? Well, of course, the image we have is a dining room table. The image we have, especially this Advent season, is that it's the dinner table, it's the feasting, it's the sense of belonging and having a place with others and sharing and the food and fellowship and the fun. But most of all, it's that sense of belonging that you really have a place that people scoot over and are glad that you are part of their lives. That's what it means to make a place for someone. And it doesn't mean that we make a place for anger and resentments. It doesn't mean we make a place for sexism and racism and all the things that destroy humanity. That is not a place at Jesus' table, because the table of Jesus is the table of love and compassion and caring and equality and freedom. And that's the kind of table we want to have in our families. And I think during this Advent time, during this Christmas time, is how do we make a place for everyone? And sometimes that means releasing judgment. Sometimes that means releasing anger. And it means releasing guilt and shame and allowing someone to be a part of a table. As long as they are not being destructive to the table. I can never say this enough. The place at Jesus' table is a place of peace. It's a place of love. And if someone's not capable of that, it's okay to say, we love the sinner, but we don't like the sin. We can't allow someone to be at our table who will be destructive. The place at Jesus' table is a place where everyone is valued. Everyone belongs. And that's a powerful thing to think of. How are we going to invite people to have a place, not only at the table, but a place in our lives? A place of acceptance and forgiveness, and a place of being treasured and enjoyed. That's such a live question for all of us. A place at the table. Being able to, as Murray says, to be who you are, not what other people expect you to be. But there's another image too I'd like to kind of throw in here. That our tables, whatever they look like, could be friends, could be family. But I think a place at our table are the people who have gone before us too. That when we gather for our holiday meals or any meal, I think it's okay to pause and think of all the loved ones who are no longer physically there, but who are there spiritually and who are there emotionally. And a person's place goes beyond just being a physical place, but the place that's in our hearts, the table of our hearts. Everyone has a place there too. And so on this Advent season, this Christmas season, think about who's sitting at your table. Think about the welcome you give to people who sit at your table. How do you value them? How do you appreciate them? How do they know they are welcome for who they are, not what others want them to be? Again, it doesn't mean we allow a place for destructiveness and abuse and exploitation and those kind of things. But we welcome people to be part of our lives, to have a place, not only physically in our homes, families, but in our hearts as well. All right, that's week 2 devotion. I look forward to sharing the next one with you.